Lo me fambulem, me salon fambulem. This na Abdul Karim Kagbo, the founder and CEO of the Voice of Salone Radio and TV network. Fambulem, we dey come to una with the Sunday social media review. The social media review, plenty of una know about them already. Say na program where they come to una and we they look at the thing them way they trend na social media. What do I mean by that? I mean say the thing them way we all they about the posting they will they receive na social media. So it's very important for like we talk about them things here, and for like we do that. Now that's make in fact we decide for put the lineup so we get a range of three main topics that we want for discuss. But before I go into the topics them, I want for welcome the person will go join me, and this person is somebody we all for really applaud as Sierra Leonean for Guy to in country, and we don't talk and say VOS now one way this way we can help Mama Salone for give correct information. We take all the information in our social media, all the propaganda and stuff, and we research on the facts and then give the facts. We can put in with opinion absolutely, but most times we can make people and know say that we opinion. And the fact we go make people and know say this not the facts, and plenty of them facts then they, and for help we argument them, we can always they give, we can most times they give videos, or they show videos, we go show articles them newspaper depending upon what we see as evidence. We go able for strengthening the argument who they make now this platform. So with me, I get Madam the manager na the UK branch station of VOS. I'm not gonna call his name. I go allow him. Let's say call his name. Probably don't change your name in the past day or two. so for that I don't get in trouble, I go make a call your name and he tell him a little bit about himself, and then we go set the stage for talk about the topics them. And for una we don't tune in for say plenty thank you, and the topics then they na the na the screen, and I will also read them and we deal with them one by one. So over to you, Madam Manager.
Well, me Fambule, from my part of town, I say good morning. And I want for say to Ona, I'm still Janet Masamusa. I haven't changed my name. But again, I want to say to Ona, today we get a lineup of very interesting topics. So I know say the phone no will stop for ring. And you guys, you'll get busy tonight.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Janet, for we join we. And like how you say, to your part, now morning. And definitely, you know, that subri, because if I say morning, some people then go sort of say, oh well, this, you know, now morning now, people then for able to wake and all that. But no, now subri. So if we look at the time now, it go to 3 o'clock morning, and this they show how dedicated Madam Martha Musa, Janet Martha Musa be, and all the people them. By the way, though, me fumble them before we dive into the topics, I want for say plenty thank you to all the VOS active members them. I use the word active because from now we they watch, una sef na VOS family. And the people them, the presenters them, and the people them we they run the administrative side. An example go be we communications director. Hardly, I don't think he ever don't come now the show live, but it is behind the scene. It work very hard, tirelessly for let things then they go before. So one for say plenty thank you to the one they went in they na the program, but they behind the scene, and the presenters them, and even the team where we get now Salone. We all a meeting and the meeting, in my opinion, was very successful, and we meet and talk about things there for push VOS go before. And I want to say plenty thank you to all the people that we participate, and the one that we not be able for meet up for very valid reasons. We will try for update them on waiting na the key things them we be talk about na the meeting. So again, I want to say plenty thank you, and the people that don't join already, we go encourage you now for let una share, because the more people then get access to this information, the better. So a nice for let una share, and would appeal to una share to the people them all salon possible una sabi, let una share and let themselves benefit from some of them discussions here where we can all. So that's that, and now let we go through the topics them where we want to discuss. And the first thing we want to discuss, me fumble them. Now, a British MP, I go say British Parliament, they express concerns about the violence na salon. So we want to know what we think and what this go mean for investment. So that's now one thing. What it go mean to investors them, because we believe say investors them where they want to put their money na any country, they look at boku things them, and this na British Parliament then discuss that. We go show video after we don't set the stage. Then discuss that and talk about the violence and everything. So we want for ask una, let we all rub mouth waiting this go mean for we the Sierra Leone people them where they outside and the one day where they inside the country and not tap deal, but we want for no back waiting this go mean for people that where they try for can invest in a salon. So that's make we need for pay particular attention, and let we go both pan and find one, so we go able to understand exactly maybe this key will help the government if we can with solutions how for tackle this problem. And the second thing we will go talk about, and also now something we don't talk about plenty time that is media, that is forum, the bridge. So we get boku people and where they argue, say yes, Lord, build the bridge now, and some people and they say no, not now. Let we wait first. Let we tackle other things them. So we want to see whose side you dey, who's part of that argument they you dey, and we go show video, go show two video, because one video they way one who salon brother puts together, it puts some numbers them and all that and people then send that video they to me. Boku people them actually they send that video there to me, and where I see the video, we do our own research. We'll go play another video. We don't show a little bit of our own video. We'll play another video, and then let we see, because some of the numbers them then they're a little bit off, but we're not going to concentrate too much on the numbers that we give, but now the overall message where it try for capture. Now that in video day. So then day now the other thing we'll go discuss about. And the third thing where we go discuss about is this drugs business. The drug business na salon. My goodness, we all go know una all the year. And una they see a newspaper and all anything and the drugs business. So we go talk about that, and something may happen recently where the drugs then they na the streets now na salon and not tap the some people them but they even try for export some of them drugs and they that go say boku things. So we need for ask some of them questions then they how we go save we picking them. Waiting are some of the strategies that we will put in place for several picking them, and also we need for his concern, because if they begin they pull on a salon they export them. So one time they don't come long time ago, if it's some of a member where then say a bunch of cocaine come off from Colombia, then sort of transit in a salon. So we don't know if now that kind thing they want begin back. So we need for address and a fumble them. So now then topic here, and we know say normally we can pull them topic here, but could people them they sort of get geared up and try to discuss the issues them, which is good though. But the fact of the matter is, we try to put Salone first, because some people in day wiki always try to take things them from a political angle, which is fine. But I want to let people be mindful and say we need to put the country first, and in this case, now put Salone first. So I go bring now we manager na UK we na Janet for let it help Rob Mott by the first aspect of the first topic for tonight. So I will pass them over to Janet now, and like I say, let's say for Rob Mott and tell we exactly waiting na in thought where it camp that drugs business. The MP, the Parliament, where they express concern about the violence where they gone na Salone. So over to you, Janet, and we fumble your take, and then after where you just set the stage, we will play the video, because it's nice for let people see that video there, and then they go help for let them fully understand what they talk about. So now just for set the stage number with maybe one sentence, and then we will play the video.
Yeah. Well, me fumble them. The British Parliament clearly don't express concern about violence in our country. But then the question where Boko people they ask, they say also the violence there, because we don't know say the country they go through violence. But then I can question it. We will know how the British Parliament they work. We know say they're not going to just make rumor. And one thing about them, they're going to do the investigation at the country. Then go come back and question areas them until they get on two say yes that this they go on before they go back inside Parliament, because the British Parliament not to pick in place where they can play. So anything will come out with it with seriousness. But then for me to understand what you really talk, we want let them play the video so we go see. Then from there we go pick them.
Peacefully. We're aware of recent allegations of politically motivated violence and continue to monitor the situation. The new government has made a commitment to govern for all Sierra Leoneans. I call upon them to honour this pledge and to ensure due process in all cases.
Neil Coyle.
I'm proud of the large and vibrant Sierra Leone community in my constituency, but many of the community leaders have been to see me about their concerns around escalating tensions, arrests, violence and political restrictions on political activity since those elections earlier this year. Will the Minister meet with Southwark Sierra Leone community representatives to outline what the government's doing in response to their concerns?
Well, Mr. Speaker, on my visit to the country earlier this year, I was struck by the journey that they have gone through, from civil war to United Nations peacekeepers through the terrible Ebola outbreak, and that it was welcome that this year they held elections and there was a peaceful transition of power. But of course, I would always be very happy to meet with his constituents and their community, but also to reiterate the point that I just made, that we welcome the inclusive approach that the government is talking about, and hope to see it implemented.
Okay, well, Janet, you don't hear that loud and clear.
Yeah.
And waiting you take from waiting you hear na the tape, like waiting you see na the video, and waiting you hear.
Well, I think say there are two sides of waiting they happen. There's the first part, there's a concern of violence in the country, and in the second part, the MP they say they want to make the government keep the pledge we be make for say it govern Sierra Leone for all Sierra Leoneans, and that's the pledge. Was very important to we all. When government come into power, they say there will be no discrimination. Sierra Leone is all for all Sierra Leoneans, but then this violence don't begin they undermine the pledge. So the MP Neil Coyle within at the borough outside Boku Salon people, and they don't get a session with them, and they don't make the investigation at Sierra Leone. So now that's not make Ibrahim Khan at the parliament for say we need for look into this. They say the violence is politically motivated. So this not to say now any kind of rowdiness way they happen in the country, because you don't get 2-3 people and we don't talk say anybody will talk against this government, then go beat you. There was even a picture of a woman where they bleed, where they beat them for whatever the reason, and then concerning us, so people can say, well, now one person number we see, it no matter. One person life, it matter. Nobody not for lay anti company because he talk against government. So this argument about people saying that, today I've been they talk to some people just for find that the way you say we own research and find that from people in our salon and say, well, we were afraid for talk safe on our phone because they're getting young boy that what can I use can beat you. I say, well, if you tell me so, me not go no. I need for see proof for saying how they be. So in as much as we want to put it out there, we also want to create the balance. For saying now waiting the parliament and waiting and find out now and then put out. So if there's anybody we could call we in and say, well, this is not happening, maybe we go for a look at that because we're able to reach the MP now. I don't even say to me CEO, I say, I go want for get chance with that MP day for interview. For like give we a broader understanding. Maybe we want to say Elena's not too sure about what's in the happening. Maybe Ingo give we figures, because now that Ingo give we the insight for no say something significant they happen at the country.
Great point, Janet, and particularly I like the fact, yes, me to be talk about the idea there for we go try for see if we go able get interview with the MP where in writing you get boku salon people them. And we all know, say, in London, we get plenty salon people in. So if we are hearing from this MP, we will even ask some of them questions here. And we'll try for put things them in place and see if we go invite them. And maybe either if we're not able because of the time where they broadcast, or if we're not able for do them live, we will do a recorded interview. We'll and try for organize that. And my family and for a show now, say we go try for do them as soon as possible and see, depending upon this MP availability, see how we go able for bring this MP to VOS and we able get the opportunity there for understand exactly who side they come up from and waiting are some of their concerns then they waiting people that don't tell them, and then we even ask if some of them are not too based on propaganda. So, but for right now, I know say boku people they take this partisan. They say, oh, now a bunch of other party, then people them go down incite the MP. But just like how you say outright, rightfully, where you say it not get the MP himself go to investigate him. Himself go to know how severe the thing be. If he sees in a one-sided something, a politically motivated, I don't feel say it will come up with that. Because clearly na that area there in constituents, you get people from different political party, they assume, not to just concentration of one particular political party in a salon, go there in that constituency. So you want for Rob Mott in terms of some of the concerns them where people then go get and say this go be politically motivated. Waiting how you go answer them people and they will get some of them.
Well, there's an article where somebody writes where they put out where they say very disturbing article though, because with the British they're not go take this line down for let you go accuse a British MP of taking $400,000 or $4 million from John Cisse for can't talk about political violence in Parliament. This is not something where me within the system go send us something where any MP go want to like that, because this is like destroying your own career and a very young person, So now the kind of thing where they write and it's really, really disturbing. I get the article in front of me, and then they say about the APC organized the criminal racketeers have exported their criminal and corrupt practices overseas, and then they accuse they say £40,000. Nine then give the British. They say they call the man a rogue British Labour MP, to tarnish the international image of the 4-month-old government of President Bio. For me, this T-Wedding rights, so you're not going to do the government good. Within the government for being one for do was the government before they put out this article, then for don't try for get an audience with the MP, because if maybe they're not government, are the first thing they will do, get an audience with the MP, maybe send delegation to the MP or call the MP and say, you don't make this claim that the British Parliament, this is damaging to investors that will go intend for come to the country, and then obviously we talk about opening with borders to tourists. Them this could affect tourism definitely, because if they get political motivated violence at the country, most and tourists are not going to turn up. So these are disturbing. This is a disturbing claim. So before they put this thing out, they accuse the MP of fraudulent activity, and therefore don't phone them. Maybe get somebody for go interview and say, this is what you've said. How did you come about this? We want proof. You have the right to ask that, because if he make the claim, he get for prover. It is the onus lies on him to prove which he don't claim. But they didn't do that. Before that, they said the man at this man has said this not go tell well. But anyway, like we said, we go find way for reach Neil Cole. We go interview him, and he go give you the information. Also, all the information will give, because I should say, they will get certain areas they when not go give out. They're not go on fighting people or whatever, but they will confirm yes or no whether this information we then get an authentic information or not.
Okay, and just for the record, me famble them. Yes, we the therefore do something we the Salone media for do, but we don't be part of the Salone media, even though we based now the diaspora. But my family, I want to make it very clear. Within Janet say, now something we read somewhere and whatnot. But we don't know if the government don't do them already, because it all kind of be public. So I just want to make that clarification there. Say, because it possible say the government don't do it in Janet suggest say if him be part of the team, he go do them for reach out to the MP. So we don't know if the government don't do them.
Yeah.
But hopefully, yes, hopefully when we get the opportunity for talk to this MP, for interview him, if he grant we interview, and we'll come back now the station and make people know say he accept the interview. But if he decline, we will equally come back and say, well, unfortunately we reach out to this MP, but a decline for get interview with VOS. So we go do that. Either way, we go give an update as soon as that updates they become available. So I want to say plenty thank you to the people that we don't join and we go straight out, and then just say thank you so much to Evangelica, and thank you for where you join. Abdullah Kamara, thank you for where you join. I saw to Daisy Kalon, we own all, of course, a member of VOS, a part of the VOS family, and thank you so much, Madam Kalon, for where you join in. And I saw two Staples, thank you so much for where you join. We own Aziza. I'm saying we own because as soon as I know, when I get that infamous program where I believe say right now people then they look forward to waiting Madam Aziza go get for tell them tomorrow next week Monday, and waiting definitely agreeable for say na in the gone right now. You go give an update, and thank you so much Madam Aziza for where you join we. And I want to say plenty time thank you to Dionysia Williams. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Thank you for where you join we. And thank you so much. Abdullah actually gave a point, said the most unfortunate part of the continued violence in our country is that the same government that's supposed to protect the people are the same officials who will bash you for stating the fact of the situation. I had back and forth argument this afternoon about the same violence issue with the State House spokesman, Keke Toma Sandy. So I know, unfortunately, I'll not be able to listen to that or watch if at all an interview then do. You'll be able to watch that or read about the interview there, Janet?
No, not familiar.
Okay.
The person will put it up for me. Is there any way?
Exactly, and the phone lines, they're open. We will encourage you, Mr. Abdullah Kamara, for let you call in, and then let you make your case. Let you able for tell we update we on waiting really happen and waiting is say, dear Abeg. And again, thank you so much for you where you bring that to your attention. And I want to say plenty thank you to Memuna Tumara, you just joined we, and say good evening, VOS family. And Almami Kanu, thank you so much for where you joined we, and hello to you as well. So I want to go back to 18 Abdullah say, but we're not going to do anything like say they make too many assumptions here, but we need to talk about that violence a little bit. Because plenty of we don't talk about this program repeatedly and say the president nor come forcefully or any major somebody, let's say the vice president even, and even the information minister, none of them will now feel say calm and forcefully condemn the people way they cause these atrocities. So what do you make of that, Janet, for the fact say the president's not come out and condemn some of the violence here, because we know situation about the mayor when a high profile somebody, even though they try to resolve them, but some people and they say they resolve them a little bit too late. But waiting at your case, including that situation with the mayor, Janet.
Well, now that's safe now. I mean, just a look so online saying that this mayor, that two them when attack this mayor because as a mayor of the city, they're not going to get right for touch him. Not going to get right for touch even an individual, let alone the mayor who is elected into office. I think that then they going to attract 10 people like so for say, well, this violence don't become so big that then they attack the mayor. She's not protected. And, a good question you ask me so. And I think that Neil Coyle and the other MP go to talk about, because they look and say inside England also, inside the United Kingdom, we mayor, any of the mayors in any of the cities inside the United Kingdom, when I you say person attack them. So this is for them, this could be grave. For many say they say in a woman as well, for make them get people away to go attack them. And then the government, okay, somebody didn't tell me one thing that Facebook say government don't resolve the matter and stuff like that. But that is not enough. It happened once. It happened the second time. But then people look and say this not a minus to the government, because the government for speak against violence and violence against elected members of the country. These people are in a position where they are to be treated with respect. They are to be protected. So if you can't find out, say the government they allow. We're not saying, let us be fair to the government. Not say they allow, but if government overlook the situation, address the situation at a national level and send a strong message to all supporters or all Sierra Leoneans, because they say there was a problem with street trading when the mayor say, I don't want street trading around my office area. This is an office area. We don't want no the country there. It's a nice spark the situation. But then again, she has the right. She's in a position to make that type of decision to say this particular area, this not an area where I want to sell, when I go sell other side, and they attack them. And then there was nothing where government come out and say, we criticize violence against our mayor, we criticize violence against anybody in the country, because within the national security starts with the government protecting ordinary citizens, So I think say now when we talk so near you two, it just hit me say, well, when you see the parliament don't get involved, now based on this mayor attack and attack on other civilians then, because this is a grave issue. And within the parliament could on that I make a talk and just begin to talk and say the British Parliament is the most powerful place in this country also. Parliament will not make a careless remark of that nature. Then we don't investigate her. And obviously, if they don't prove for say yes, the mayor has been attacked not once but twice. This could be alarming to them. If then this is the argument. If you can attack the mayor, what about the ordinary person when they got no power with work on the street? So that means to say this violence not got no boundary. So the ordinary person self not safe. I think this is the argument they have. And when we talk to Neil Coyle, and I will, why somebody talk to you, I go on a web page, I try to send an email. I will, we will get to the bottom of this. Because the message, this particular claim where they make so it damning to a country. The other day we've been arguing now this program about tourism, say opening we borders, make Sierra Leone about a visa free country. For let tourists encourage tourism. When tourists say you don't kind see and say, well, the mayor said that they meet up. How about the way they can work? This is damning, So every Sierra Leone for as a concern. Well, to be fair to the president and to the government, we need to get to Neil Coyle and say, okay, how significant is this violence that you speak of?
Great point. Thank you so much. And the other thing, the way I want to show people this is so significant, particularly to this MP, that even in web page, it puts like a petition, let people sign a petition and stuff like that. So I will show people and let people see how much this particular MP take this thing very seriously.
Yes.
And the reason we could show this back, you make a great point, Janet, because one point where you talk about the fact, say, this, if, let's say, the accusation where they go around and say it take bribe and stuff like that, if that's not true, this man, it gets somebody we want in seat. So clearly, the other party go investigate him and disgrace him. So yes, so people for realize, say, not to like Africa, where Africa now you can make up any stuff, and even when they found you guilty, so thinking they not even affect your political career. But in the diaspora, no. Like them bribery and corruption and stuff, it damage people in career. And it only be political
many
career.
Years ago, we take money for questioning time. He took money from there. He ended up in prison. It lost him in career, period.
Exactly. Now that's I want to emphasize back. So, they only damage your career, but you go jail. And when you come out jail, no company no go hire you because of that stigma. The company no go for associate.
You're not credible no more.
Exactly. So this now the petition where at the show, the petition where he read for some of you, I will not go see them very clearly. Let's see if I can able increase the okay, I don't increase the font. So it say upholding human rights and the constitution in Sierra Leone. So this now the petition, and like how Madam Janet say, get an email and everything, we go try for contact them, and then let we see. So this now something where let we put political party aside. For like a British MP, and una see him back because some people then go on for talk say, oh, black man a black man, but this not even black man. So that's not the other thing where maybe people we go want for twist this and whatnot. So to me, I appeal to every salon person. Let we take this very seriously. If the government, I believe say the government, as we don't get several indications, say government officials them, they watch VOS. So I appeal directly on behalf of VOS. Dear, let the people that were responsible, let them try for investigate this and let them address them. Let them address them in a way that the tourists them. We all the talk. I'm glad the way you bring that visa-free policy, where they in the works. If we they try for do that, let we not overlook. Because you use that word back, overlook. Let we not overlook some of the things we go threaten with effort. Because they make all necessary effort for make sure say Salone be the attractive place where people then go come, then visit, then spend money, and when they spend money, people then go be employed and people then go enjoy all the benefits of them thing in day. So dear me fumble them at the appeal on behalf of VOS again, let we be mindful, let we take this very seriously. If we get any influence of any sort, let we use that influence day and we make sure say this situation be corrected. So if now the concerns the way that man they is, let we engage him. Let we make uncertain. Say this man we don't address most of the issues them. And we can able sell at that point there now, then talking points then there now to the international community and therefore continue for invite investors them and tourists them for coming to the country. As we don't say severally, Janet, security very paramount for any tourist. Not to for say, oh, free visa, you know, get for pay and right away then take them bags then whatnot for go. No, the security, in my opinion, for most people, I strongly believe, say security now one thing way they can take very seriously. So what do you make of some of the strategies there? I know say you don't talk about one, say you go appeal to the government, let the government try for engage this MP. You get any other addition in terms of the strategy we government can put in place, or any Sierra Leonean we get influence or get direct link with this MP? Over to you, Janet.
Well, I think another thing where the government can do very quickly, instead of them, this claim don't come out a few days now, and there's been no letter from the state house, because normally they go write something, but then can't hear for say, well, we don't know about NTR or NTR people with the investigator. There's nothing that has come out from them. To me, it's like I say, they not care. And that attitude alone self go hurt the nation, because like we talk say the most important thing now when they work on, which is in the works, is about this tourism business. But then saying I go increase we economy. You remember the last time, and I was asking you, I said, are you not the economist? What do you feel about this? You said, you made an argument here and there, and I think a lot of people understood that it makes sense that we get tourists them for come to the country, but like you said, where everybody where they come on in country go to another country, the first thing you want to look at is the security level. You want to see whether that country gets stability, whether that country is peaceful. Those are the things you will check. So imagine if they go na the British, first of all, say the British site now, will carry that kind of message, where they warn people away to come on a Britain, we want to go into Sierra Leone of politically motivated violence. That did not tell well. So for me, I'm just saying to myself, had I been in that position, that would have been a quick Minister of Information would have addressed this on a national level for reassure the public or the world or whoever is wishing to come to Sierra Leone for no say the country don't under control. They are looking into issues and they promise people and say this not going to happen again. I think that will heal very quickly. But for just left and so on a make like on not understand, it doesn't work well with people away there outside. The other thing they going me from the leg for see and do very quickly in this situation, because yes, the government we must say we are not here. That will make it clear today to anybody who really listen. We are not here to damn the government. That's not what we're doing. This is our country. We only have one Sierra Leone. We want for every country grow. We embrace every initiative when they introduce into the country. At the same time, as media people, we want to present a balanced situation. In other words, we give the audience and the right for look into the situation and say, make a case, yes or no. What do you think about this violence claim where they make so? You feel that too? So at this stage, make well if I give the people a way they listen, then they call in and tell us which is their own view about this claim. And have them think say this claim go hot with country in terms of tourism, in terms of investors,
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So me fumble them, we don't post the lines them, the numbers them, the phone lines they're open, and we go encourage una for let una call and let we hear from una waiting una get for say with respect to the situation right now. And I want to say plenty thank you to people that we just join and una they listen to the VOS Sunday social media review. And for some of una we basically they watch, we get different platform there where we stream through right now. If you go on our website, you go able get we live, and the website address na vostelevision.com. So vostelevision.com, and with the stream day live, we go encourage una for like una sort of watch them if at all una not get Facebook account, for the people who not get Facebook account. And also you can able watch them now we app, we mobile application, and the mobile application we fumble them una can download both. If you they use iPhone, you get iPhone, you can able download them now the iTunes store or the iPhone app, and you just type Voice of Salone TV, and you go able come up. So we get radio app, we get TV app, and when you go now the TV app, you go able forget both the TV and the radio. And also if you now somebody where you prefer YouTube, and even though at times YouTube we can get a little bit of delay, but you can able watch we on YouTube as well live, and we go encourage you now. So right now the phone lines they're open, and we go encourage you now for like una call, and let we waiting una self get for talk where it come to this issue, because like how Madam Janet say, this not to just for think about party business, this not to say one for bash the government, this not something where every salon person if for be in business, because at the end of the day now one salon we get, and we want for let people come, let people enjoy that lovely secured atmosphere we always don't enjoy in our salon. So I want to say plenty thank you, and we go try in the next 5 minutes probably try for wrap up this topic, and then we go move on to the other topic. So I go ask you Madam Janet for like you give additional things them, and while we wait for like the phone the people and begin calling.
Well, we border within the thread, we say it gets an argument with Kikatuma Sandy with the president in secretary or something. I think to say if that boy that they be able for calling and try for relay within AM, I'm familiar with Kikatuma Sandy, for let relay to be waiting at the, because then he is in for give out information as to whether government they treat this matter with seriousness or not. But if you find out, say, they argue with somebody else, maybe they in denial, they don't accept the reality, say this, they go on, So these are the kind of issues. And for myself, for Yerisa, say he's arguing, even on social media, of course. I don't know whether on a TV station or on a social media, a WhatsApp group, it go on there with this way brother. Yeah. So I really they look for Ibrahim for like a call and tell us whether, what in this argument may based about, based on, because I mean, Keketoma Sandy for don't put out what you call them, where they come up from State House for say, well, this situation, yeah, so but violence is not happening, or even if it's happening, we get control. Governments don't recognize the problem, then we try for settle them. But if he is clearly not addressing that, and he's out there arguing, in other words, what he's actually saying to us ordinary people, it don't matter, whether violence there or not, we are moving forward. And again, I want to be fair to him, because I'm only the profession. That's the one side I'm supposed to listen. I'm supposed to listen to two sides of the coin. So, if Abraham gives us this information, we go find a way for each Keketoma, or we go back to people always sabi, and we know say, these are the kind of things within our imposition, So it's a difficult situation right now. A lot of people now they see the violence, but the violence they affect people are within in office, and they talk about arrest as well, arbitrary arrest, and they arrest people anyhow they want. I think so that Nandy as well. The MP talk about that. Another arrest they would be a little bit. If somebody writes on fire in a Facebook where they say, and they arrest there, so they go unsettle the country. Then it takes us back to those days, NPRC days where they can just arrest people there anyhow they like. The human rights record not being good. It appears this is going to happen here. But again, I am saying that to be in a fair position.
Okay,
we want for your
Janet,
government.
we get the first call. So VOS
Yes.
Network, hello caller, what's in your name and who side they call from, please?
From Australia, Concern Union.
Go ahead, concern with the concern. Go ahead, please.
And the problem with the face in Sierra Leone, I always talk the same comparison. I always put the same political tension really between the Democrats and Republicans. Now the same political tension there between SLPP and APC. That's not just a fact. The problem here is if violence then in any country, I believe one thing I want people to understand is the world not to an isolated world anymore we belong to. If any violence there in that country at the proportion at which they put them, it manifests itself. I'm not going to say violence no day, but the proportion at which they put them, now I may not just believe. If any case of violence are the all Sierra Leoneans, now everybody get mobile, we get cameras. Make they actually capture them images then and send them to the Human Rights Commission at Sierra Leone or forward them to the Human Rights Commission at Sierra Leone. I believe that one of the way that they will be able to capture the statistics of how many of them violence people they say it happen. Me say you just almost violence happen. If you ask somebody who say don't witness violence will happen, you know, go even tell you an instant. That's not the danger where Sierra Leone they face. Everything is so politicized so much that you don't know, they even know that for trust. Which information way for trust? The people who the state or from the government. That's not the dilemma where the country they into. Waiting me for the urge the foreign minister for do, because now exactly what that MP do. He channeled that to Parliament and asked the foreign minister of the British government as to the concern the Sierra Leoneans the within Iron constituency they raised to Ram of allegation of violence. Now that same allegation, the MPSSF not say crime violence occur. They say according to the people who live in the suburb, they raise concerns say violation, human rights violations they occur. So now that it can ask the foreign minister of the British government we don't visit Sierra Leone and raise that concern to them. So likewise, they also urge the Sierra Leone government through the foreign minister for also address the issue diplomatically. Now that me they urge the government for do. But again, me they urge Sierra Leoneans them. Make we be honest of allegations the way we do. No, we not just create things them for downplay or for criticize the government or for make the government not succeed at all. I go one tell you say there are Sierra Leoneans when they don't even talk of the picture of their own Pekinese. They not just want to make the government succeed. No matter I look at them. No matter whether there is violence or no violence in that country, no, not just want to make this government succeed. That's a clear fact. And that kind of politics for actually come up from women and Sierra Leoneans from all political spectrum. Anybody where they support any political party, any party will come wish good for them and promote their policies the way they were meaningful to the country and put arguments there meaningfully rather than just for the damn everything people they do. That's not me own take. Me they urge the Sierra Leone government make a dialogue, make them talk with the British foreign minister, and even if Ali Kaba need for go England, make it go to England and address the British Parliament and answer some of the questions then of the allegations then. I believe that could put a government in a better footing internationally. That's not my own take.
Thank you very much, Concern. Great point. So I will throw them to you, Madam Janet. Indeed, Concern make great points them. Say this party business way we they always make. And Yusuf touch on that a little bit. Say, let we put party aside. Let we think SALONE first. Because, you know, you will feel say, now the SLPP government, you they try for India. But no, now the country you they India. Now the country you they bring down. And this level where it don't go so, and at that make we bring on this program because now level where every SALONE policy for concern. This now international because the news now where it go to that level now British Parliament. So that means international people and get access now for know about them Tinende. So now that's now some of the concerns that we raise. So what do you make of some of the issues that we concern citizens raise, Janet?
First of all, I just want to call concerned citizens attention to the Human Rights Commission for say government don't close down that place, period. So that also is slightly worrying for say a whole commission, Human Rights Commission, government not get no regard for that commission, it close them. So there you go, that's one argument. The other thing I want to make clear to every Sierra Leonean, we know that this media is not politically affiliated. We know Kaya for can't criticize government. We can't make a case for say now so we're able country, which is worrying to all of us. So what we did say here is that we did try to get government for react very quickly so that, whatever efforts they make for make the country free to tourism. So would jeopardize that by just being silent, not addressing the issue we come on at parliament. Yes, concern the man talk about people that we don't report, family, then get on arrest them or there's some kind of violence. Let we left them people in this safe. We are talking about our mayor. Our mayor is an elected person. Now, you nobody no deny that. Now, they attack that woman. We not see the president go on national TV and address that issue there. Look, make a try to explain to everybody. Now, one country we get, we love a country. If this president they do well, we are going to say the president is working. So far, by all the initiatives, the way they put together, we tell them thank you. Because look, we all get family back in Sierra Leone. Or want let the country better. Nobody know that for which hunt for say we go after the government because we don't want to let the government succeed. That is not something we will consider here. Maybe people are outside the VOS could think that way, but we say in this VOS family, we are not here. That is not our primary intention of having this VOS. We are here to present problems as happen in our country. We left and give people them for come talk to we, and that's the kind of dialogue we are holding. Like nobody no go with the idea. At the who they said Jay say something where BJ say here you sit in America and talk about what is happening in Sierra Leone. I mean, not forget say the world now. Nainek say the world don't freeze. It don't become one small place. You get information as it happens in Sierra Leone. Mr. Kagbo no get no intention. So he's not politically affiliated in the first place. We are just here to present the problem as they happen. This way happened at British Parliament, so within a question, if he didn't have any truth in it, they're not going to present them that position they want express owner. If you see them brand come inside Parliament, they would have sorted it out outside. They said, okay, let we investigate first. They will brand come inside Parliament and ask the foreign minister. It make it clear. The foreign minister say the president had made a pledge, and that pledge is governing Sierra Leone for all Sierra Leoneans. So that pledge alone tell you, say, yes, there's something not right. That's what you don't say. If we are violence to take place, we want to remind you of your pledge. If you understand that one line there, you will know what the foreign minister they say, and you not forget to say diplomatically, they are not accusing the president of anything. They are saying this is a presumption until it is proven that understanding they then get. So nobody is trying to damage the country here. I want every time we people and talk about SALONE, so make we all look them holistically, and say, look, take them from A, B, C, D angle and look at them and say, if this could harm the country, let's speak against it. Let's encourage our government to do better. That is all I do.
Thank you very much. Let's go through the thread and let I read some of the comments then. I want to say plenty thank you to Gifty Pratt. And he say it's not resolved. They are using intimidation tactics on the mayor. And then Adama Gibate, say hello VOS. Hello Adama, thank you so much for joining me. And Gifty continue for say other members of our office have been attacked as well. So I want to say plenty thank you to Gifty where you update we on that. And then I want to K Kamara, good evening so much to you and one of we board of directors for the non-profit organization. And BJ say this is a lie. So I don't know whose part na lie, if not the British MP lie or waiting. Dear BJ, we encourage you for let you call. Let we go will understand whose part of the story na lie. And then I want to say plenty thank you to Atasco. And we get a call. I'll pick this call, and after which we will continue with the discussion. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name. And who's they call from, please?
I call from Boston, Massachusetts.
Thank you so much. Waiting at the name, please.
Kuruma.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Koma, for your call. Waiting your contribution to this topic tonight, please.
You know, one thing about the politics in Sierra Leone, you know, the main opposition party, there's still no one accept the fact that, you know, they out of power. Then they perform all kind of miracles for maybe our current regime not succeed. Make we talk and go, talk and come. You know, like the British, how many British nationals we get in Sierra Leone? Then get a commission a day. This thing will be for don't see element of truth in it. If the commission are waiting at the ground, now in grab reports to the British government say this place not safe, then we'll talk and say element of truth there in this. We never know. You know, we all know how we in our diaspora. Maybe not few aliens we just want gain status. Now then we don't decide, say, you know what? No make like say, you know, we country in our hell. So through this maybe we'll be able to get to your state. To me, I think it's like, I don't know. Look at the presidential candidate. How many times this man they rally around and go? I mean, people in the airline, you know, every research, you know, I mean, the government say, let them go this, let them go that, and let them go to Nandi. So the violence they come out from the government. With me, you know, I'm going to say even the attack of the attack on the mayor. Then they are going to say maybe not the main opposition, not in the state manage this thing. Anyway, I drive, I'm not saying much. I mean, I saw like they have not are concerned sharing and we can come from Australia. It can make perfect inputs. So that's that. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. And drive safely, yeah? Thank you, my brother. God bless.
Okay.
Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye. So, Madam Janet, the thing where you be just there for talk about, say, people then go politicize this, and
Yes.
this man they try for say now some political people them, they try for gear this, but the MP don't put to the minister. And the minister said they're going to investigate more into it. They're going to look into it and stuff. So maybe we just get for the follow-up. And as we say, if we get the opportunity for interview this MP, we go play that interview day. If God make it give we that interview day, and we go ask them tough questions them. And even the concerns that we some of them people here get. We get another call. Let me take the call. Please, before I come back to you. VOS Network. Hello, waiting on your name. And who side the call from, please?
Hello, this is Abdullah. I call from Pennsylvania.
Go ahead with your comments, please. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. The call in regards to the issue at hand here. You know, I've been sent a text message earlier where states I've even get, you know, like an argument, I would put it that way, with the State Health Press Secretary, Rina Feketuma Sandy, this afternoon. You know, I mean, the particular, concerning this particular video, what we talk about now, you know, somebody posts on my page, they can make a comment like they try for kind of ridicule the person, like say the person a lie, they lie, we post the video on not just something where the person make up. So, I make a comment on the video because when comment, I don't see they try for telling man say, oh, I don't make free education don't come now. Then they don't make them part of the package for make people able to understand the simple English where people in the talk and all that. So it kind of look ridiculous for make a press secretary they do that kind of thing and so I go ahead and respond to them immediately. We don't send the message. I tell them, I say, you know what? You're not a public figure. You got to understand this. Whenever you people them when they cry about something, where you with your conscience understand the gravity of within the people and they talk about, whether the potential for making is spark some bad things in the country. When I get to find a way how they address the situation there, rather than for make you come there and try for ridicule the person, like say, like you learn book past the person or you understand, or because you're opportune for make you then that state house there, you feel like you better pass the person where they try for bring calm some of the things them to light. Then I tell them, I say you need to stop this because this thing won't they do so, they help. When they do them kind of things there, people and they, to be honest with you, Mr. Kabo, I talked to my brother today. I call him this afternoon, and talk. What did he tell me? He said, my brother, you know what I tell you? Right now, wait till they pray God in a salon for me to get long life and well body for me for make this 5 years past. Because it's like people are silent, but it doesn't mean everything is okay. People are silent because they don't get what they're able to do. Come back to the Allah just make it clear for the record. I just don't send an email to the said MP. I also don't send an email to them concerning this particular issue we'll talk about. People will get to be serious about things and when they happen. People, I listened to the last caller. They talk about how opposition would probably stage manage the beating and molestation of the mayor. How dare you? If you, I don't want to go personal actually, which is not right.
And indeed, Nadande Abuan for remind you of.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I know they do that, Mr. Kabo.
Perfect.
I know exactly what I tell.
Thank you.
If you as a man, you will be happy for make somebody go attack your sister. Don't forget about politics. This is not about politics. You will gladly as a man for make somebody go attack your sister or you woman. For make somebody go just grab because of politics, then this is an elected official. You can't just get up overnight and feel like, say, if I will put your hand on this person, just because the person gets different views with you. Which kind of country would they try for build? You talk about national cohesion. How people, if you say people will come up and able to understand, say, we get to move on. We then think say how they happen. The federal government not get anything for do or say. We go satisfy the other part of the side of the people where then they feel aggrieved. Then kind way there. This call for. People and they talk about them things there, and you get people and get apparatus them at the social media and likes where they go after people and curse them. Some of them then they even kind of with personal inboxes and curse mommy curse them on all the different things in it. Which kind of country will they try for live? Will people not get the right for making them say something when they feel say they not go down well with them.
Wonderful. My brother, thank you so much. Let we give other people a chance. We get another call. Thank you for what you call. God bless. Let we take this call, yeah? Take care. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim.
VOS Network. Hello, what's your name? And who say they call from, please? Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Momodu, they call from Australia.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Momodu, for what you call. And what's your contribution to this issue, please?
Yeah, what's my own contribution on this whole thing is that we fortunate for born a nation we all not truthful and honest to ourselves. The leaders are not honest to their responsibility, what they swear oath for. And we as citizens, we don't love ourselves. Now it make all that here happen. Because me when they talk to you, so I get a direct connection to a victim. We don't suffer post-election violence. We delegate today. He also been gay for over 30 years just because ain't no born in that region in a Kai Candy. They end up vandalizing place. Right now it is quiet and unable for able to get another resident for our Fogo State. For me, we leaders have to stop the life that we and we the people of Sierra Leone, but let we say as human beings, no, we don't like party name or region name. That's we. We now we make the party be party. Now we make the region them be region. Now we make them, now we name them. We the human beings. Why for putting things them they above we? We don't get no regard for life. We don't get no regard for we people. Now he make. And the politicians they say don't see this, they capitalize on it. And now the weapon that they use against me. Because we stupidly support them by every kind of thing and go out and commit their atrocities here against we young people. Not to foreign or come others like Canada country, it can't do the bad. Now we young brother, now we young sister them. And with people and they keep them. And since that thing they don't happen, they don't put in the media and say they don't hold this person for prosecution for this crime we they commit. It's a crime against humanity. That's the problem. And until we begin to love ourselves as people, we still say we all equal in the eyes of the Almighty. We treat each other with respect and dignity. If you say, I don't agree with you, but if we're able to say, Motama, we sit down, we get a round table conversation, like what VOS they do so. We disagree for agree and find solutions to problems in Sierra Leone. Not about supporting blindly. If somebody support whatever group of organization, if then they go the wrong way or then they do something where I believe say this to the time is I will be bold enough and voice them out. Maybe then go listen. They say, then people are they talk about this thing too much now. Maybe Lord take a second thought of her. But as long as now for this person I don't support, whether it's good or bad, we are supporting it. And we will get the audacity for kill, destroy we own people because of so-called political colors. Shame on Sierra Leoneans in the 21st century. That's my main contribution.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Dumbuya, for when you call, and we hope that so thank you very much, and we will release the call, and I will pass on to Janet. So Janet, the past two callers, them, Abdullah, Mr. Kamara, and Mr. Dumbuya, what do you make of the comments them? Because SALONE are something we repeatedly, then they become so politicized. So what do you make of this?
Well, this also would try to encourage people. And again, to me, what is surprising sometimes, are the people that were there in the diaspora, then in a stable situation, they see how they are being protected. Now, then same people also they put up the resistance for me could not talk the truth. So sometimes, I can wonder what's happening here. We for no better. You go want the same thing for you people in that SALONE. So because it not happening to young people,
I apologize. We get a call from SALONE.
Yes.
Yes, VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name? And who say the call from, please? Hello, caller. What's your name? And who say the call from? Well, we missed that call there, as we all know. I see SALONE number and VOS network caller. Waiting on your name and who side they call from, please?
Yes, Mina Ali, they call from Sierra Leone.
Okay, thank you so much for where you join in. And waiting on your contribution to the topic tonight, please.
Thank you so much. I want to tell VOS thank you for such a wonderful topic and a relentless effort for they bring up issues that affect the country. For go straight to the point, I think to say we get for be really, really highly be worried by such a report will come out from a British MP. In fact, I'll be fortunate enough for see the video on Facebook and the concerns where the British MP be raised. And I think, not to I think self, this now one way we authorities them for really take very serious, regardless of whose political party we belong to, regardless of whose region we come out in the country, we foresee to say this not a good information for SALONE. They watch on the comments of various people and even one or two callers them. I see people and try for Lingam say this now. I mean the opposition and then they try for make a smear game and all of them things in there. But I think such a news where they come out from with colonial master, one of them parliamentarians, this for worry each and every Sierra Leonean for the simple fact when you consider the current state of our country, how it is, and that we are so much in need. I see you coin the topic, waiting that mean for investors. My brother, it means a whole lot. In fact, I don't put me more on the radar that Sierra Leone not a stable country. And mind you, I go take we minds back. Quite recently, there was a report that was being released. I don't know whether it's the World Bank, but it classed Sierra Leone as a fragile state. That again not a good report for we. And when you consider the state of the country in terms of how we lacking in so many things, investor where they go na SALONE, we get for Bella all kind of way because you not only they go for go invest, because you go for go invest in places where you know say basics are there. You have good energy, good water supply, good road network, the market system set up, and all of them things in there. And you and me know that for now, SALONE not even attain some of them facilities and they they're way behind. So I think to say this, regardless of whatever political affiliations we get, and most especially with political people, then therefore take this report very serious or this concern where this British MP make very serious and recheck themselves, re-examine them ways them how they do things back home or the country in general. People think, people know they see, but you know say now with this technology we don't come globalization, things they expose within seconds. People don't know say the entire world is surveillance one another. Countries are surveillance countries. And all of them things in there. And that British MP, you not just sit down and make up any assumption. No. Okay? You go to the social media over the last month, so many things don't surface from our country. I remember just after the elections, we see some level of violence will take place now. Kenneman and McKinney, all the different places in the country. All of them videos and they surface on Facebook. It's not just there for me and you. Of course, the West, then get people the way they monitor for see how safe them countries are there. Okay? If Sierra Leone be that stable and conducive enough, for one, when the British Prime Minister Theresa May be making trip to Africa, if I don't select Sierra Leone for be one of the countries for visit. But no, she chose the most stable and perfect countries. East Africa, she went to Kenya. Southern Africa, she went to South Africa. West Africa, it can Nigeria. That now a sign for show you. Say we they way be and not even consider we that much in a way. You see. Secondly, let we face the facts. Yes, I know we don't get change of government. The president get the mandate for hire and fire. But you can hire and fire with the right procedures. For the last couple of months, a lot of ways how the hiring and firing don't be done has been done in a very awful manner. People now know say then things that are where they surface in the international community, people they take note. So we get for be so bad enough. We get for be more responsible as a country. The government get your own part for play hugely. Me and you as Sierra Leoneans, we get our own part also for play, for maintain the peace, the stability, and project we country in a much more better phase. You know, so what this mean for investors and what it mean for we country SALONE, the implications that it just don't send we country in a more negative sense than ever before. Because mind you, we still suffer the effects of the Ebola disease. In fact, some places they still ask we whether SALONE gets Ebola or not. Some other countries they still ask. You visit other places in the world, they ask you whether war still in Sierra Leone. We not still rebrand ourselves as a nation. That kind of way they. And then people don't witness with elections. Everybody see waiting happen. Election was supposed to take place in just 2 weeks. It went on to almost 1 month and a half. The whole of March from mid-February now, take go down to March ending, take go down to April 4 before ever election done. After April 4, it took another 6 weeks to 8 weeks before government sit done. So all of them things and they show a sign say we country way deep behind. Things are not highly stable. Things are highly unstable. And people are getting reports every day. So I want for advice, fellow Sierra Leoneans, regardless of whose political party you belong to, regardless of which ethnic tribe you belong to, this is not about casting a blame game, saying that APC stalwarts, they want for smear the government. It is the hard fact. Even me, myself, as Sierra Leonean, go attest to the fact that my country highly unstable. And if I get the resources, trust me, I cannot invest in a country wherein you don't know what's going to happen the next day or neither the next minute. So we get for really take a deep reflection upon ourselves and ask ourselves certain key questions. How long we go tread upon that kind of situation that we within? What we can do for move ourselves forward in terms of attitude, behavior? The last caller talk something very sensitive. He say we not get respect and regard for one another, and that is 100% truth.
Okay.
See?
Well,
so people they see. So I want for tell una thank you. The implications then huge. I'm not going for go in depth, but in a damaging report for we country, it just don't put we in a much more worse state than ever. And me want for beg every Sierra Leonean, including I know they say Papa government, including the government of the day, let them do everything possible for rebrand the country and build up a better Sierra Leone. Una thank you, Voice of SALONE.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for me, brother. Thank you. Let God bless. And Madam Janet, I don't know, let go through the comments because they don't know piled up. And then I will come back to you, and then we will probably hold off on one or two calls, and I read the comments then, and then after which I will come to you for your own redress in terms of the comments, the callers that we don't get, and the comments them as well. So I will stop at Atesco Ion and say what is so much serious about this petition that people are catapulting it. Let all know that Sierra Leone is the sovereign state. BJ say, Mr. Cabo, when do you last visit Sierra Leone? Well, BJ, na good question, but I don't know if it's relevant na yeah. But anyway, I visited SALONE about three years ago. So if you check, that's not a long time at all. 3 years ago, and I visit Sierra Leone. And in fact, I go in a village and I visit some other place them, and I do me daddy in memorial, and because as I've done repeatedly saying, me a victim of 9/11. January 6, J6. So January 6, rebel and kill me daddy, and some family members themselves affected by that. So I want to let you know, say where did they talk about stability? Mean a one person way I want to see that country they stable, because wait till they go through now. I get we last brother we brother the Namireza and me know as Papa. So I don't want to let anybody go through their situation and they again. Now that make in fact me na one person way I want for see that country they very stable regardless of political party. And we all know where the rebel work become. And me na one particular somebody me that is safe. Now be civil servant and somebody we not mix baboku, we not be mixed baboku jump for party business here and there. No. And look what happened. The rebel war hit them. So this now some of them here we they talk about. Say, Father forbid it, where the country go to that level. You where now APC, NGCC for CSLPP independent, you they be affected. Just like how me and me brothers, them, me family be affected. And I believe say plenty families them on our way they watch and the people that within our salon be affected by the rebel war. So for answer your question, yes, I don't go salon, I go sit down in a recent time, 3 years ago. So, but again, as I say, I don't know whose connection you get with this topic, but I go answer you with all due respect. And BJ say lies. Okay, thank you so much. And Aliu Sharif respond to BJ say good question. So I don't know if you had a question about me going to salon, but interesting though. So BJ continue for say you sit in America and talk about what is happening in Sierra Leone, Mr. Kagbo. We know your agenda. So BJ call and let you tell me what's in the agenda. And I don't make them very clear. I know one day, in fact, take it come out na power. I know ever member say I don't go to any rally where APC person be even do safe one day. And if you ask people that will be there Toronto at one time, the former spokesperson for the president, he came to Toronto. And people then call me and they say, you know, they go, Berete, I think your name, be go do speech, I don't know what he go do and whatnot. But no, I tell people them clearly, I say me, I go on a platform we neutral and they'll speak me mind. So I don't go there. And because I don't want for go in that situation and then talk, and then people then probably, because I know saying a party loyalist then go dede, so I decide for just avoid any confrontation. But anyway, for ask for whatever agenda you think they assume say I get, I will let you know say not to Abdul Karim no more the comment na this platform. If people let me know very well say I get hidden agenda other than for move Salongo before, I don't feel say VOS for expand. I don't believe say you set for me they watch we. But you they watch we almost every night because you believe in some of the things that they say. Because I want to make them clear, say plenty of them here, we they do them and the topics that they bring up now in the interest of we country. Now, one salon we get, yes, I might be a Canadian, comfortable in Canada, but guess what? Today, you know, I get reason for say I retire, go sit on a salon, I go be more than happy for do that. So, boku Sierra Leoneans then they in that particular situation we then go say then just want for go home back. So I want to let you know, so we all get the similar stake in Sierra Leone. So I will let you know that. But anyways, at Tesco say no way for cheap politics this time around in Sierra Leone. Let the map prove the MP prove evidence that the new government is engaging in violence against citizens out there. So Atesco continue for say this is not the first time APC folks are making false accusation about the new government. They made some complaint to ECOWAS Parliament about the 5th Parliament, of which they were wrong with the issues. Later now they are taking the statement of someone who does not even know the politics and culture of our beloved country, Sierra Leone. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Atesco. And Victor Thomas, hello, thank you for joining. And Atesco continue for say the truth will soon come out that the APC are planning to petition the mayor and one of their MPs for just seeing or buying the good work of President for just, I don't know if you want to say saying or buying the good work of President Bio and the SLPP government. To be honest, some guys in the APC does not do not mean good for Mama Salone. And Moses say thank you so much for where you join we, and Fode Bundu, thank you. You say these are people who want to stay and claimed political asylum. The British government is having a high commission in Freetown. And then Gifty, thank you so much. You say because they are afraid, government is threatening to punish them. So Atesco continue for say, Mr. Kola, when go for people, people also go for you, okay? And BJ say, I'm just coming back from Sierra Leone. I'm surprised to hear this. And by the way, yes, thank you so much for when you give it the updates day. But the caller we just call, so in currently based in SALONE. So now two different perspectives. Zainab Kaikai, thank you so much for joining in at Tesco. And again, we did get high volume of calls, but I go therefore finish the comments and then go to Janet for a comment and then continue for take calls. Atesco say, countrymen, let us be honest with our beloved country, Sierra Leone. I believe President Bio and APC party set up 12 or more men inter-party committee to look into the post and pre-election violence. Can ask the committee members or the chairman to give us their findings and individuals to be investigated. Yes, Bangura, thank you so much, Ngo Kadi Bangura. Most of the photos APC are parading on Facebook or social media are not from Sierra Leone. And the numbers then I'm not saying they get calls them and we'll continue for pick them, but we'll finish up the comment. And Isa 2 days, thank you so much. You say, I'm baffled that violence has been a concern in the British Parliament and Sierra Leoneans are denying the occurrence. Are our people being in a state of fear for their lives? So they are hiding the facts. So Isatu Kalonde asked that question. The Ngo Kadi Bangura say, if you love your country so much, stop putting fake photo on social media. I'm not sure if now we refer to or it just to make a general general appeal. Madam Bangura continue for say most things exposed are fake. Thank you for that appeal. And BJ, they say after the election, but not now. Okay, well, at one point you say no violence, now you say after the election, and you say not now. Thank you so much, Mr. BJ, for the update. Mobari, thank you for we join, and Mr. Abdullah Kamara, thank you. Say losing lives is not politics, but you still have people that will defend the indefensible. So sad. And then Abdul replied to Fode, but Mr. Abdul Bangura, I beg, dear, I know say them topic here, they're very hot. But one thing will they appeal, dear, will not engage in any personal attack. Dear, I beg, we just appeal to you, let be civil. And no say it definitely this now country. We're very passionate about the issues, but we need to respect each other because this platform now make I believe say plenty of una they continue for come na this platform because people and they respect una view and we they also appeal for una equally respect people and views. And as presenters, we do the same. So dear, I beg, let we keep them civil, yeah? Thank you so much for that comment today, where you contribute, except for the fact, say, for call somebody a different name. We don't want for that they continue. Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Fodo Bundu. And you talk about, say, the report is an allegation, which is true. Now, allegation, and that make it all ask the minister for let them look into that, more into that. Moses Sise, thank you so much for when you join we, and you say they watch from Liberal. I don't know if now Liberia you mean. BJ says, sorry for that. I lose 2 of my brothers. Absolutely, and I'm not surprised at all because the war definitely affects we all. So now that's make we need for keep Salone safe and let we put to country force. And Kebs man say the country is very stable right now. Thank you for the update today. And Moses say, I'm sorry, sir, for losing your father. Thank you so much. And I don't say that for like people and pity me and try for push away from the topic, but I just they emphasize no more say me self directly affected as a result of the insecurity we within our salon. So we don't want not even to that magnitude there, but we don't want any insecurity for continuing in that country there, because we can get people them way either you support or not we go affected. So they are big. So I said 2 days, thank you so much. You say, sorry, your dad, Mr. Thank you for all the condolences. Thank you. And then Mr. BJ, they continue for say sorry. And oh my goodness, they say it lost okay, thank you. And okay, well, all the comments them almost I don't read them, and we'll continue for appeal, and I will go to Madam Janet, and then we will continue for take calls them. And lastly, Mr. Bundu say the same people that have accused the British government of causing them to lose the elections are using the British Parliament. What a double standard. And then Anthony say the SLPP government must be focused, because there will be detractors as long as we are going on the right direction. This is a simple fact. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Anthony Cisse. So those were the comments. Well, Madam Janet, let me take this call, because I sure see this call. I don't they call repeatedly, and then we'll come to you for your comment. VOS Network, hello caller. What's in your name and who say they call from, please?
Sivali, I call from Maryland.
Thank you so much. Please go ahead with your comment, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kagbo. I listened to the last guy, he called from Sierra Leone. He gave some really good points then. But Usai, they take from Usai, they talk about the government and the violence and way it go on in the country. Now, we all watch soccer game. And we soccer game don't play, done. One party don't lose. Would that affect in people incompetent? This is a common sense we say for us we say. Because the thing why this champion they go on as radio, because APC no one accept the result for say they don't lose the election. So then they send them young boys in, and we then send them stupid enough for they go attack people then. Some of we are really upset, with these things. We are very upset about, with the APC were in power for 10 years. 2 elections they run, then win. All this has not been there. You see? So why now when they don't lose the election, this has been there? Me, the only advice we are the key, like, you and me know. Now, Facebook, we see the kind of pictures then where APC supporters in the post, then the cartoon, the president woman, the cartoon, the president, where, probably, go even one make you begin and see, So if all these things they go on, the British people then go watch them, and they can watch them. You see, how we going to know this country are people there now we say no love with country. We say no love with country, and again we say we're not honest to we say. You see? So maybe the only thing we need for do is for let talk to the youth thing, the young generation there. May they know, may they live, may they not listen to these politicians then, for may they put them per work. Because all the politicians they keep them there overseas. I'm the watch AYV, the Saturday which is a wedding do with someone Bangura. Where one of the man they talk in the Kaya for protest, against the new president, because they don't put people there. You not been the spokesman for that president. Where somebody asks her now, why always when they have been they go on, we're gonna do some wrong thing, where if they go on, you not been they condemn them things in there. They say, well, then they send them for say something. If you tell them back the result, I mean, what you hear, but not get control over things then. So, the way they do wrong, or what the government they do wrong, you still they talk for them. You see? So we say not honest, with we say. The people that they don't deal the government that's Suralium love Suralium. That's that the bottom line, they don't love Suralium, they don't love them people there because they're able to put them picking them as Suralium, sending them overseas. You see? Now the whole thing down there.
Great point.
They say, okay, may they put all passport in their hand, they pick it up, or may they send back now so they may they go study there. Trust me, all them here no go there. If you say they go send their picking there, now ordinary other people then picking there, then they send for me they go attack people there. If man say a woman says they say na party which is them. You see? If somebody put something, then they say on Facebook, say na woman talk say they support SAPP, vote for SAPP, but now think that so 2020, go vote for SAPP, and the people they attack her, they beat her. I said I would say, I'll send a question. I would say it's in a Kailam. I said I get people then a Kailam. I call my friend a Kailam where they work that for transport. They say no. I got one party in a police. They say they don't know nothing about that. So these are all things that other people then go say. They say the country violates the country. Until we talk to the people that don't want to they do that kind about them, they stop for doing before this country. No matter what the president do, as APC don't win, there's nothing they go do. They go talk say, President Bio don't do something good. Even the free education, we don't talk about that. Even the people that were going to America, they come back peacefully, then gladly. We don't talk about all that thing there. You see, with that time, when they eat the high money, people then go as far as they return them. Nobody know they talk about that here. You see, with them the key people then doing election time. We know they talk about all that thing there. But now we don't want to put the blame to SAPP because now they need the power now. May they investigate how they get for investigate the person who been there now the power during that time day because when they do the election there was Anthony Kenneth during that time day. Why they not be investigate all them fair they go on?
All right,
we
my brother.
We job left we company close, other company buy over, they must come with their people that with them trust.
Okay.
We all know that.
All right,
even
my brother.
We don't Trump kind of power. Not left President Obama and people then they put it up. We all know this here.
Okay, my brother, thank you so much. We about 2 calls that on the cam, but I want to let you finish your thoughts. But we left him at that. And thank you very much. Let God bless you. Make valid points them. And thank you very much. Let God bless. Thank you. Please stay tuned. Then we hear from other people. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.
Yeah, now the young people that we need to talk to them, maybe they don't join themselves into that.
Exactly.
They don't use them.
Exactly, and we need Posileki for always the call. Let me take this other call and go pass on to Madam Janet. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name? And who say the call from, please?
Yeah, I'm Mahmoud Sise. I call from North Carolina.
All right, Mr. Sise, thank you so much. Go ahead with your comment, please. The allow make them short because we get Boku people in now where they wait na the line. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, this is a concern caller because we are all common at SALONE and we all know say we family in SALONE where they need the same opportunity we will get now. Okay. Yeah, like I say, we family in a SALONE, they all depend on winner. Some of we, the people in America now, that we they cause this trouble more over from the people in a SALONE. We get reviews the way they tell people in a SALONE say, only do this, only do that, not take this. And the people in a SALONE then they suffer. And the true fact, when President Bio win, we're not saying that the population of the SALONE are the nominator. Only be the president. We can't get the chance for the rule. But this is the fact that we don't want to accept the man in your view. The man the development, but I be accept what from President Bio when he take office. One of the things that they think if we don't try to bridge the peace that the country, we know all the violence don't take place. But some of the time, people are in the BN now, they're not able to advise them, for them to tell them what things they think they go on. And you can't leave the police on their own. Let them be self-body. The police now Salone, they're accountable to the president, the minister, and the honorable day. I visited Salone 2015. Short incidents happen with the police and with the vehicle that they drive. Can you imagine the person will be driving an MP? What a man they can say an MP, then let the man to let go. The man, because they're answerable to the man. The police not rely on themselves in that country. Now, even some of these violence will come, it reflect to the government, it reflect to the country. And we people in that salary, when they all migrate to Canada country, we work about you work there. All man know what to do in this country. More than our country, we have been teaching in a salon. And then ever coming person or say something to somebody, I always in that classroom and I present myself neat. But because of the facilities all been get, the whole type of move and Canada country there. I know go like my brother, I know go like my anybody in a salon they list me. We all America, I know to the better life is we pray for. If in a salon one day so get education, we get everything. Not some of you need to work, they can work there. But we they give fake impression to family in a salon, make them go do violence like that country day, and at the end of it, the which done at the media here, anything was posted at the media, it'll go viral one. But people will not understand. They miss it because of Facebook or not because people see no more. No. Other person will access Facebook. Some of the things they put on Facebook, not real. But how we able to combat the situation here? Let the government take active action against anybody who they go against this thing. Because if they do not take action, the next 5 years, you're not going to be there. We need to fan of President Bill. We need to fan of APC. We need to fan of any other person. Now, until when election reach, we as Salonian, now the truth is for stand up, for not talk about the truth. But if we not talk about the truth, we people like our suffer in that country. And we're not able for upper hand for go threat to the government. No. Now we create the problem for ourselves.
Wonderful.
The last caller I talk about party, no party. They are not based on party.
Yes, my brother, Lord wrap him up, please. Thank you very much. Let God bless. Okay. Yes, thank you. And Tubaya probably will find way for continue with this because it look like say time not the grip we. But thank you very much for your call. Thank you.
Yeah, naturally I know that this my live view because we're missing a recording no more. I cannot go through now. We normally follow.
Oh, okay. Yes, this is a live view, and we get to come back the same time tomorrow.
We contribute every night.
Yes, every night at 9:30, and we UK branch then can come a little bit earlier. But anything that happen, we will make una know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. God bless. So now for follow we on we Facebook page, and that way anytime we the broadcast, you will get notification. Thank you very much.
I just don't follow now. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. We get another call. I'll go take this call, and after which you go come back and give we closing remarks. Thank you, brother. VOS Network. Hello. Waiting at your name and who say the call from, please?
Hey, my name is Ali Bangura and I call from Maryland.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bangura, for we join. We go ahead with your contribution. They are lawmaker short here. Time they grip we because we want to give closing remarks. Brother. Thank you.
All right, my brother. And I'm glad to all the respondents and they contribute what they don't give and it's fine. Everybody. But one thing I go let for state to listen as them. If the government no wants to let people and demonstrate, one for then therefore preach equality. The government therefore no say not to SLPP they govern anymore. That's Sierra Leone they govern. We know one for even see a minister or anybody where they represent the country put up anything where concern SLPP because not only SLPP they govern. First of all, we see the beating of the mayor once and two times, where there is one broken hand at the time, where Salone people are the students here and there, but we said to more. But gladly, this radio station, the voice of Salone, not be set much over that, you know. So when I don't care, just say when I try when we are neutral. But what's going to happen at Sierra Leone will not forever happen at any democratic world. First of all, if you want to rule the people of Sierra Leone, you therefore not say not to one set of people you rule everybody. And first of all, again, as a government, when all this can happen, the president, now a right for let it come out and criticize any evil act against anybody in Sierra Leone because in a president for all Sierra Leoneans. But I'll make a short, I cannot get to because you don't already tell me, say, I'll make a short.
Yes,
okay?
Thank you.
While I'm listening as them, and anybody left for country, no say, Sierra Leone, not for everybody, and everybody get rights of freedom, everybody get rights of freedom of speech, freedom of movement. You know, just don't come on a registration, somebody can only say, what you be talking for, go answer some side. We all love democracy now, so me go tap so I cannot take it center.
Wonderful, short and sweet. Thank you so much. Let God bless you, my brother. Thank you. And let God bless Mama Salone. Thank you.
Amen.
Bye-bye.
Amen.
So, Madam Janet, what thing I go do is let her read the landing at the last call. So let her read the rest of the comments them, and then I go pass them over to you. Let you give a comment in addition. In response to waiting the past 3 callers. Then we can also not get plenty calls. You know, go remember all the points them, but I go read the comments them, and then pass them over to you. Let you give your own assessment. So Anthony say I don't read that, and BJ I'll send it later. I'm not sure what you go send. Please,
Abdul, because we run out of time, you know that drug conversation. I can see so we go up another drug day in 5-10 minutes, and then we roll up.
Well, waiting I want to do. I don't know your schedule for tomorrow because tomorrow we get a program the same time where we call Salone Issues. So maybe we will take come up on that program day. Let we talk about them 2 things here because it look like say this British Parliament issue, as you see, now the only thing we don't discuss because yes, it's not nice for let we rush into the topics them. We will not completely agree with our people and concern. So then the second and third topics them, we go continue with them, even though na a different program, but now that make we change the name of that program day to Salone Issues because this na issues them. So but again, hopefully I know say na early morning to you, but we go try for see how we go bulandulam. So let we sort of wrap up with this thing. As I say, I just quickly read the comments them. The comments are not really piled up, but I go quickly read them through, and then you go talk about waiting and say. And my apologies, but again, because we get for come tomorrow, so we go just left the last 2 topic them for tomorrow discussion. So Kebman say the planned demonstration is a surely APC demonstration because them then had still warm. We then lost the election. Please make them give President Bio chance. Make it continue with the good work for the betterment of Mama Salone. Amen. Gifty say APC supporters can be as mad as they want, but they are not in power. SLPP is in power and they are responsible for what is happening in the country. And Ronald Domingo say, is APC a government? And Anthony Cisse say the Lunge Bridge is very important and we should not allow anyone to force the Bill's administration to do otherwise. Well, Anthony, we go really appreciate for you join me tomorrow. We'll go talk about the Lunge Bridge and we get a video for sure, and we go discuss that video there tomorrow. Same time, same place. And Mr. Tesco say there are as well human rights violation in USA, Europe, the Americas, and they will not post it on social media or Facebook except Africa, especially Sierra Leone. Sierra Leoneans, we are the cause to our problems. Fodebundu say after the war there was a peace commission that was to be established. Now BO has tabled that commission. That tells you that BO is a peaceful man that has been lying there for nearly 20 years after the war. Nobody brought it up. It was one of the recommendation of the TRC report. So now the comments then that, and I go pass them over to you now, Madam Janet, for let you talk about the callers them, the points them if you take them down, and then you give you closing remarks, and after which myself will just tell people in thank you, and we end the program for tonight. Over to you, Madam Janet.
Well, Abdul, the callers them from Australia to the US and to Sierra Leone, I just want to say it was a balanced discussion, because now that's media is about. People and the way we go speak for and others will speak against, and therefore we within at the middle we look and say, well, they both parties them understand the issue where they go on. It's just that some man does not want for accept say we for if something come up we for address them. You know, whether we like it or not, we for address them. And something basic I want to say about the British Parliament is they've been getting complaints there, so then look and say there's not necessarily being them. They're not going to bring and go dismiss them. That's one thing I like about them. Then go even to the police. If you call police for say XYZ, then look into and they tell you straight away, say you wasted our time. So the Parliament and they play that kind of game there. You know, so what I'm saying here tonight, to everybody we call, I want to make we look at the situation. Some people then say yes, there was some bit of violence after the election or during the election. All of those things, the British people and we don't put them together. And with the other thing where I feel is significant, now the idea that an elected official they don't attack them twice. I think so that I don't tip the scale. We go make the Parliament become concerned, because we don't know when there's going to be a third or the fourth or fifth time. You know, so one can foresee, say, well, if they not attack this, they not address the issue. This woman open to attack at any time. So, and that would be worrying. So in Sierra Leone, what we want to say to people over there in the diaspora, we want to say, let's talk about justice. What you want for yourself, now you want for another person, and now we want for another person all over the place. We want Sierra Leone to be a stable country. It is the one country that we have. I keep saying this every time. We're not careful can criticize the government or for demean the position of the president. That is not the issue here. The issue here is make we address within the app in our country, no matter whether on a small scale. Because the impression what they get, they say if you begin on the big scale, we don't know. It no matter. In human rights violation, I like now one mortar man in life on a take. That one mortar man in a mortar man, he had the right to life. Nobody no get right for taking life. Nobody no get right for assault another person. So these are the issues we deal with. No can tell me say, oh, if it be 10, 20 people, then it's significant. If it be one person, it is less significant. No, life is life. Everybody has respect, to be respected as a human being. So what I want to say tonight is that I like now one person have been beat. Let we all able to say, oh no, this is not right. We shouldn't do this. Because with freedom, what we they enjoy, and I underpin the democracy, what will they practice? So I want to say to everybody tonight, as we go with separate ways tonight, when we come again tomorrow, please always remember the human being born with respect. There's an understanding in say, I don't want to like, you must earn respect. No. As long as you're a human being, it's an inherent right. You were born with it. Nobody no right for lay hamper you. You know, even in marriage, and let alone this political thing where they go on. Make we all keep speaking one voice against violence. Thank you, Abdul, and thank you for allowing me to be on the program tonight, for talking about the issues where they affect the country with one voice. Thank you.
Well, actually, you're not part of VOS. So, as a matter of fact, now me want to say plenty thank you to you because, for where you stay in yourself, rather than you for the sleep now, you can because of the love of your country. You stay up. And we don't just burn about 2 hours. Can you imagine?
Very interesting topic tonight.
Exactly.
And most of the talking that the people are really phoning that they know, which is nice. They are doing very well. I thank everybody.
Yes, and thank you so much, Janet, for you join we as always. And me we don't come to the end of the program tonight, and I want to tell you all plenty thank you. And dear, I beg, you know, I know very well, say, people are very political, and rightfully so, because, you know, some man, they believe in certain ideology. We get right for associate we serve where it comes to political party or any form of association, as long as you know infringe on the other person right. Definitely now we right. But one thing where I want for say, my brothers and sisters, and not to say I want for be defensive, but I just want for set the record straight. We brought away, say, you know, my agenda. Okay, I just want to give an example. During the social media review, I believe, saying one of these programs, social media review, I talk about something will be trouble me in social media with somebody, with plenty of people and send to me. I don't know if they feel say I go play them, but I not play them, but I speak to it. I will see something where they will address President Bio within government, and they call them and say now they're responsible for the rebel war. They call them rebel war president or so, whatever it is, but then directly connect President Bio with the rebel war. I'd be so upset, but as professional, as decide not for should I anger them at the studio, you know, on the screen. But I be so vexed because I know very well say waiting they try for do some of people them they know very well say almost every family in a salon affected by the rebel war. So if they plant that thing in a people them aid, say President Bio directly involved in the rebel war, then clearly then they go sort of make people and then they sort of feel very disgusted and all sort of negative perception about the government. I condemn them. I don't even think twice. I don't even say, oh well, I go second guess myself. If people remember on this same platform, I condemn them. Say we don't really feel say the politics for the reach to that level there, because if you begin they categorize you president as that, think about waiting the international body go think about this president. So that way they, you know, some of them things they will they put outside there. Let me think about country first, not to the average salon person. Maybe you intentional for appeal to the average salon person, but what about them people that way better regardless of whose political party you they, you want for letting people that are going our country, let them go invest, let them bring jobs them, let them able for sell salon as that beautiful place, that peaceful place. So I want for let we all think salon first. So me fumble them, believe me, this salon, now one salon we get, as everybody don't say, Madam Janet don't re-echo that repeatedly. Now one salon we get. And at the same time, let we not say because of certain political party or because of whatever reason you get, you go turn a blind eye to the reality. And we know, somebody talk about America, we know very well, say America safe than they did very strongly. But with the difference is they get protected by the Constitution. So where a president or anybody in authority want for manipulate the Constitution, you they see people them where they within that party they oppose vehemently the person where they try for use politics against the Constitution. So now that kind of thing for the pray for na salon. Definitely differences they get for the definitely we get forget party loyalists them. But let we get a limit. Let we not take them say regardless of whatever you they see they come face to face like the reality, but you still they turn the other way because of something that you party, they in power, or that you party, they in opposition, they spread propaganda where they hinder the image of the country. Or you party then a power, you feel say it go hinder the success for the next election. Hey, my brother and sisters, them if they parties in the next 4 years or and some months, we continue to go before. So dear, let we speak up. Let we speak up. Let we call the people that we know as salon. Let we call the people that we know as government and say, no, una address this issue. So I go use this for this platform for appeal to every peace-loving Sierra Leonean. Let we come together as one people and let we push that country they go before. And where una they sleep tonight, I want let una reflect. because then he always say the pillow. Now something we go appeal to you, conscience directly. So dear una de ledom na that pillow day. Una think about una country. Una think about waiting una party, regardless of whether now una they ruling or not. Waiting una party they do, and we go damage into the country. So dear, I want to say plenty thank you and continue for appeal. The rest of the topics then, the two main topics then, we will bring them back tomorrow. Now the program where we get, where we call, we don't change the name, now Salone Issues. So for discuss issues them, and until then, I want to say plenty thank you to una all, particularly to Madam Janet for a day with me, that is with me in the studio, for push the salon business go before, for talk about things them way go help we country for go before. And let God bless una with una families. Let God bless the viewers family, and thank you again for the people that we attend the meeting yesterday, and thank you for to everybody we don't give contribution tonight. And let God bless we president, let God bless the administration, let God bless the MPs them, let God bless the judiciary, and let God bless all the people them where in their own little way they make the try for less salon go before, and let God guide them, because then they're very important. Everybody need God guidance. Let God guide them, and let we with all the political issues them or political tensions them, but let God let God bless we, let God touch we at them, for let we think salon force. And above all, the one salon where we get, when a Mama Salone, let God bless Mama Salone as we not get any other salon na the world. Plenty of we and una go agree. Say salon na we own, and we want for let salon succeed. And by God's grace, tomorrow we will continue with the topic. Then we about the bridge and about the drugs issue them, where it affect we picking them a whole lot. So until tomorrow, me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, the founder and CEO of VOS Network, and as una all na family, with a hope for see una the same place tomorrow about 9:30. We will start the broadcast, and until then, una take care of una self. Let God bless we all.